What is the best consulting firm? Hi everyone, my name is Jonas Niari and welcome to this channel. Welcome to Mastering Consulting. On this channel, I want to help you to learn the necessary skills that you need in consulting in your first 2 years in consulting to have a successful career, but also to live a balanced life. And today I want to answer a question that I get almost on a daily basis. And this question is, what is the best consulting firm? And before I answer this question, I want to share my story, how I chose the firm that I work for now. So when I studied or when I decided that I wanted to go into the consulting industry, of course, I did what every aspiring consultant does. I studied very hard to get good grades. I read about the consulting industry. I went to career fairs. I, did internships, working student jobs. I also joined student consulting clubs. I read consulting books and all of that stuff. And after my master studies, I had to make a decision what firm I wanted to join. And for me, it was pretty clear that I wanted to go into the strategy sector because I come from the music industry. And if you know the history of the music industry, then you know that the entire music industry got completely disrupted in the 2000s. And I was driven by the question, how can be industries disrupted? Because the music managers back then, they took a lot of or made a lot of bad decisions. So I got really interested, how top management makes strategic decisions and how to make good strategic decisions. And that was my internal motivation why I wanted to join the strategy consulting sector. But of course, as you know, if we talk about the strategy consulting sector, there are many different firms. Of course, there are firms, the MBB firms like McKinsey, BCG, Bain. There are, so-called tier 2 firms like, for example, A.T. Kearney or Oliver Wyman. And, there are many other firms like boutique firms, internal consultancies, and so on. And of course, the big question for me was, what firm do I want to join? And I did a lot of interviews. I also did a lot of internships. And at the end, I had several offers. So I had offers from MBB firms, but I also had offers from many tier 2 firms or so-called tier 2 firms. And now the big question is, what decision did I make? So what kind of firm did I join? And of course, I asked myself the question, what is the best consulting firm? So which firms should I join? But I had a discussion with my mentor and I asked him, what kind of decision I should make. And he said to me, asking yourself, what is the best firm is the wrong question. The right question should be, what is the right or the best firm for you? And this got me thinking, and he was right. Because if you think about the consulting firms, if you think about MBB, if you think about boutique firms or tier 2 firms or internal consultancies or whatsoever, you will see that or realize that every firm, has different pros and cons. So for example, if we talk about MBB, then, there are certainly the most prestigious consultancies. They have the, biggest global network. And also if you want to be there for only 2 years or 3 years to have the brand on the CV, that's a great choice. But on the other hand, there are, for example, internal consultancies, which are known to have, a less intense workload, who are known to, that you have great opportunities to build a very good network within the firm and many other benefits. And I thought for myself, okay, what kind of factors are important for me? And I came up with, 3 main factors. And the first factor was that I was looking for a firm, that has really an entrepreneurial spirit, because I consider myself a really entrepreneurial person. The second was that I want to be in a very driven and a very, kind of a competitive environment where I, learn from other people. But at the same time, I was looking for a kind of family spirit, because I really like to work in small teams. I really like, to work in a kind of environment like that. And the third factor was for me, the compensation, because I wanted to have a compensation that, was very variable, that, highly dependent on my own work that I put in. So I was really looking for this financial upside that I could get if I, deliver outstanding performance. And I took a look at all the companies from which I had the offers, and I made the decision to join a boutique firm. And now many of my friends said, okay, you had offers from MBB, so why are you joining a boutique firm? And the reason was exactly what I just explained, that this firm, exactly fulfilled the criteria that I thought were important for me. And this is my personal story. And that's why, I always smile if people ask me, what is the best consulting firm? Because my question is also always, what is the best consulting firm for you? I cannot answer, what is the best firm for you, because I don't know what preferences you have. Maybe you want to have the great brands, then you should go to MBB or, KPMG or whatsoever. But maybe, you want to have a focus on work-life balance. Maybe you don't like traveling and want to, stay at one place. Then maybe you should go to internal consultancies. There are many different factors that you can consider. And before you ask yourself, what is the best firm, I would always take a step back and ask myself, what is important for me? And then you have to make the decision, or then you have to make the analysis, what kind of firm fulfills those criteria. And there are so many great firms out there, and I think every firm has a right there to be. Okay, so it doesn't matter. I don't really like this kind of consulting bashing where people say, this is a good firm, this is a bad firm, this is only tier 3, this is tier 2, and this is tier 1, because every consultancy has a right to be there out there. And for every person there is the right consultancy with the right benefits. So my input for you today is that you don't ask yourself what is the best firm, and don't hear to all the talk, to all the noise out there. Think about what is important for you. This is the first step. Then the second step is that you analyze the companies, try to talk with people who work there, and really try to find out, that do these companies fulfill the criteria that are important for you. And then in the third step, that you make an active decision. So if you want to learn all the necessary consulting skills that you need in your first years, then check out the free masterclass here in the link below. There I talk about what skills are important, and I also provide a special offer for my consulting preparation course that I just launched. So please click on the link, register for the free masterclass. You won't regret it. If you have any questions or any comments, then please leave it below. Also, of course, I'm interested in what is your favorite consulting firm, what is important for you. And with that being said, I wish you a very successful day. Hope to talk to you soon. Goodbye, Johannes.